Hello, hello. Welcome again to another episode of Soulpreneur Scaling Stories. Today, we are going to talk about what I like to call the capability curse. And yes, I know that sounds really backwards, and you're like, Andrea, isn't being capable like what we're supposed to be doing? Isn't that a good thing? And yes, your skills are incredible. You are super capable, but there is an issue with this. When you are multi-skilled and can do all of the things and want to do so many things, this can lead to some negatives. And we're going to get into that today. So if you have ever wondered why newer VAs or OBMs are charging more, or your clients are introducing you as my assistant, even though you are running half of their business behind the scenes, or why you find yourself over-explaining your value, this episode is for you. By the end, you're going to understand exactly why your skills have not been translating into premium clients and what to shift to start attracting dream opportunities with ease. Okay, so let's jump in. I'm going to paint a picture for you. Maybe this sounds familiar. We already know you're capable, right? You can handle all the things from email to project coordination to social media to tech to customer service, like anything a client throws at you, you can do it. You pride yourself on being the person who can figure anything out. But what does this mean for your business? As you watch newer VAs, newer OBMs confidently charge double your rates for services you have been doing for years. Clients introduce you, like we said, as just like, oh, my assistant, even though their business would fall apart without you. You over-explain yourself. Your value is not immediately obvious because it's not quite clear like what specific problem you solve. And the most frustrating part is that your referrals come with these like confusing descriptions, right? Like they don't know how to talk about you. Somebody wants to tell people to work with you, but they're like, well, she kind of does everything, and like that's a good thing, but I'll tell you what, it's not in a second. So really, you're everybody's backup plan, but nobody's first choice when they have a very specific problem. And the crazy thing is that you're getting clients, right? You're getting referrals. You're not struggling to stay busy, but maybe the thing is that you're actually invisible to the clients that you actually want, the premium ones, who value your expertise, who respect your boundaries, who happily pay top rates for transformation and not just tasks. These are the clients you want, the ones who respect you, not the ones looking for a unicorn who does all the things. So why does being multi-skilled actually make you invisible, especially to these premium clients? It has to do with the reticular activating system. I know you didn't think I was going to go there, but alas, this is where we are. So let's talk about the brain. So what does the reticular activating system do? It filters information and really kind of decides what you want to pay attention to. So like, have you ever noticed that what was that game when your kid's in the car and you're looking for like a yellow Beetle or whatever, like a Volkswagen, and then you have to hit each other, like if you don't pay attention, like you don't notice when they drive by, but now that you're paying attention to it, you're like, oh, there's so many of them, right? Like I had this experience. I went to Japan at the time of this recording a few weeks ago, got back, and I noticed that all the dogs there were Shiba Inu. It's not a surprise, it's a Japanese dog. And that's what my reticular activating system was paying attention to. There were other dogs there, but I was like just really focused on the Shiba Inu, so I thought I saw them everywhere. So that's what it does. So how does this relate to business? When somebody is looking for help in their business, they're looking for something specific, right? They're like, I have this problem. They're not thinking like, oh, I just need somebody who can help save me time. I need somebody who can do everything. That's not a premium client, right? They're like, I have this problem. My emails are insane. My launches are killing me, literally. And so their brains are now, when they see somebody online or wherever who talks about this, oh, now they're paying attention. They are now seeing you. Whereas if you are just like, yeah, I do everything and you don't really know what to talk about, you are invisible to everybody. Everybody, nobody sees you, right? And again, of course, there are clients who want somebody who can do it all. But the thing with those clients is that they're not exactly the clients you want most of the time. They're looking for the unicorn VA, right? You see those job ops. A lot of times they are beginners in their business, or they really don't know how to manage, how to actually run their business. They have unrealistic expectations, and they really expect a lot. And a lot of times they don't pay well. They don't pay what you're worth. And think about it. If you're also relatedly, right? If you're somebody who's like, no, I want to get the most out of my money. So instead of hiring different people who specialize in different things, they're looking for one person who can do all the things because they think it saves them money. When in actuality, somebody cannot be good at all the things, right? So these are not the clients that you want to work with. So in opposite to that, I couldn't remember the word. What's the word? On the other side, you have premium clients, the ones with actual budgets who understand and respect actual expertise. And they're happy to pay for that because they know that that makes a difference. They know they're getting so much more for what they're paying for. They know that they're happy to pay you because they're like, yes, like this woman knows what she's doing and I need what she's doing. I need it. I need her to solve my problem. So when you position yourself, when you talk about yourself, when you show up as somebody who can do email management and social media and project coordination and tech setups and websites, you are attracting those unicorn seeking clients and you are invisible to the premium ones that you actually want to work with. And again, with the reticular activating system, think about when you scroll on social media and you're looking for something, right? Maybe you need help with your website. Do you remember the person who's like, oh yes, I do websites and graphics and social media and copywriting. I can do everything. Or are you drawn to the person who says, oh, I create high converting websites for OBMs, for VAs specifically? Oh, you remember them because they are speaking directly to you, right? And your specific need. And that's what you need to be doing. And your premium clients' brains work exactly the same way. So when you talk about yourself, when you show up as somebody who does all the things, you're creating some real challenges for yourself, right? So you are creating, first, decision paralysis, because when somebody can do everything, clients don't really know what they're primarily hiring you for. It's really confusing. If you go to, like one of these restaurants, like the Cheesecake Factory, and their menu is 67 million pages long, it will take you 17 years to like figure out what you want to eat, And then so decision paralysis, number one. Two is that it really suggests a lack of expertise. It suggests it's giving beginner. If you do everything, the assumption is that you're not particularly excellent at any one thing. You might be, right? But because you're trying to please everybody, they're just kind of seeing you as somebody who is lower level, who they can pay lower level. Third, you're forgettable. There's no specific hook for their brain to remember you by, right? Their reticular activating system, not activated. They're just scrolling by you. And fourth, it attracts these, I'm looking for a unicorn, bottom feeder clients. Again, like I said before, they're looking for somebody who could do all the things. They're looking for the cheapest option. They want somebody to come in and like fix their entire business. They're not looking for the best. They're not looking for premium. The most successful VAs and OBMs, and the ones that I work with who become this, they have discovered something totally counterintuitive. And this is the more specific you become, the more attractive you are to premium clients. I'm saying this again because this is the thing that I want you to take away from this. I know that it seems like, oh, if I do so much, I will attract so many different people, but the opposite is 1000% true. The more specific you become, the more attractive you are to these premium clients who you actually want to work with. So let's do a quick exercise because hopefully now you're sold on this and you're like, okay, I get it. Let's do this and see if I can help you right now in a couple of minutes in your own business. So in your head, create 2 columns. Column 1 is what I'm currently known for. And I want you to think in your head and list out everything that you currently offer that clients ask you to do. And be honest. What do you actually do for your clients right now? And this list might be pretty long, right? So it might consist of like 10 different things or more. Who knows? And then in column number 2, I invite you to make a list of what do I want to be known for? Think about the work that you do that energizes you the most, the things that you could do all day and still love, the problems that you solve that make you feel like, oh yes, this is my thing. I love doing this. Maybe that list is significantly shorter, and it doesn't have to be exact right now. I know this can be a little bit daunting, and that's what I'm here for, to help you figure this out strategically and in a soul-aligned way. It's my thing. That's what I'm known for. But if you have some ideas, right? How different are these two columns? If you are like most multi-skilled VAs, OBM service providers, column 1 has like 8 to 10 things, and column 2 might have a couple. And those are the things that really, really light you up. And that gap in between, this is your roadmap. That shows you exactly where to start focusing, how you show up, to start really gearing people towards the things that really light you up and that make you excited. So here is the thing, right, is that you do not become more valuable by doing more things. You don't become more valuable by doing more things. You become more valuable by becoming the obvious choice for one specific transformation. Because when you position yourself as a specialist, as the person who does this thing, there are several powerful things that happen. One is that you activate that reticular activating system that we love so much in your favor. So instead of your ideal client's brains ignoring you, filtering you out, totally scrolling by you, you become exactly what they're scanning for. You become that thing that they spot, and they're like, oh yes, that's the person that I need. And on top of that, you get to charge premium rates because specialists, these experts, which you are, command higher rates than generalists across every single industry. And you can look this up. There is research behind that statement. You attract clients who value expertise. These clients actually respect you. They respect your expertise. They respect your boundaries. They trust your recommendations. And the best part is that the best part is that they refer other clients like them to you. And more about that, you become referable. I mean, there's nothing better than this, right? When somebody says, oh, who should I hire for this X thing? Who should I hire for? I'll give you some examples for my own clients. Podcast manager for trauma and mindset coaches, alignment strategist for mindset coaches, systems guru for launch. No, that's not a sentence. I cannot talk today, but you're bearing with me, so it's fine. Launch specialist for healthpreneurs. All of these things. If I say these things, I'm sure that you think of these certain categories and a name pops up for you. That's who you need to be, right? Your name needs to immediately come to mind when somebody talks about what you do. And your marketing becomes effortless because instead of trying to speak to everybody, you're speaking directly to people with one specific problem. It's so much easier. Take it from me. I have done the whole spectrum. It is so much easier for me to market my services now than it was before when I was a VA doing everything. Because you don't know what the heck you're, like, what do I post about now? I could post about, it's so confusing, right? So also, let me be clear what this does not mean. It doesn't mean that you cannot use your other skills. You can 100% use your other skills. It also doesn't mean that you have to turn away work outside of the specialty. It's your business. You get to decide. It's definitely doesn't mean that you were stuck doing this one specific thing forever. I know that can be scary, right? Be like, no, I'm going to get bored. The cool thing about it is that marketing always changes. The other stuff around how you run your business is always evolving, and you get to evolve as well as you grow. So the things that you focus on become a little bit different, and that's where the interest is. And also, if you're doing, as an OBM, as a VA, there's always new technology. There's always, look at AI, right? That didn't exist like not that long ago. So there is never a shortage of things to learn and how to grow and how to evolve. What being known for one thing does mean is that you get to lead with your unique magic. You get to become known for one specific type of transformation. You get to use your other skills to support this core expertise. And you can evolve your positioning, how you show up as you grow. So it's really, really cool. And I love this if you can't tell. And so before we wrap up, I wanted to give you one simple action that you can take this week. Choose one service that you are currently offering that you're not really feeling and stop talking about it. Stop leading with this. It doesn't mean you can't do it, but stop marketing it as one of your primary things. Take it away from your bio, from your website, from your service list, and just start pulling back slowly. Why does this work? Because every time you remove something that dilutes your core message, your zone of genius, your unique magic becomes clearer and more compelling. And if you are feeling nervous about this, totally normal. But here is what I want you to remember. The right clients for you and for your unique magic are worth 10 times more than multiple unicorn-seeking clients who want you to do everything and not compensate you, not make you feel helpful, worthwhile, these types of clients. So moving forward, the truth is that your capabilities are not the problem. It is how you show up. It is how you talk about it. This is the solution. It's in the structure of your offer itself and how you talk about it. The most successful VAs, OBMs, and service providers understand that visibility comes from specificity, not versatility. So if you are ready to make this shift, but you're feeling overwhelmed about how to actually do it in your business, I would love to help you through one of my offers. You can check out, if you're like, okay, this is cool, but I don't know you, check out my free resources in the show notes. I have lots of them. Or if you want to go deeper, I have a few different ways we can work together. And so please reach out to me to chat about that. And remember that you have incredible, incredible skills and expertise, and it is time to let the world see you for the specialist that you truly are. So thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you on the next one.